All right. Quarter set.
2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Hello, Mr. Joe.
It says 2 o'clock, and if you do not dare look at your watches to make sure I wasn't lying, it's 2. We're all trusty. Good. All right. I will shoot trust around. That's fine. It's okay. Thank you for coming to the 2nd annual Sonic the Hedgehog panel at San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you.
Pardon me.
Woo! This one's called the Way Past Cool panel. We've been experimenting with titles. I like them all. Before we get started on anything else, I will introduce you to everyone here on the panel. I am Joe Hughes. I'm an editor at IDW Publishing, and I edit the Sonic the Hedgehog comics.
I'm David Marriott. I'm an associate editor at IDW, and I also edit the Sonic the Hedgehog comics.
David has been a Sonic fan for a really, really long time, and has been invaluable in that sense.
She's okay. I'm just here for being a fan.
Yes, David has been a Big the Cat fan for a very long time.
Oh, yeah! I love Big.
Tolerate Sonic the Hedgehog.
And I'm Evan Stanley. I'm
I love
illustrator
Big.
on the Sonic the Hedgehog books and a longtime Sonic fan.
Evan, you drew Sonic for the first time professionally about 11 years ago, so we were just talking about that.
I first drew Sonic for Archie Comics in 2011, and I've worked as an illustrator as well as a writer on the books and also a writer on Sonic the
Yeah!
Don't tell me why you're here yet.
Well, I'm Caleb, and I'm here for reasons. I'm happy to be here for reasons.
Mike Cisneros. Oh, is this on? Yeah. Mike Cisneros. I am on the Sega licensing side, so I am the guy that works with Joe and David here to help make the book as amazing as possible while still being Sonic.
Hooray!
I'm Austin Keys. I'm the Director of Product Development at Sega of America. I'm working at Sonic Pillar with Izuka-san on all the video games.
Hello, I'm Takashi Yusuka, VP of Product Development at Sega of America. And also, I'm head of Sonic team.
So we first announced these new partnership, I guess it's not new anymore, between Sega and IDW almost exactly a year ago. I meant to look up the exact date, and I didn't. I forgot. Don't judge me. But it was exactly a year ago at Comic-Con last year. And the first thing I did after we announced it, I went to a Sega panel that you and Aaron, Michael and Aaron, invited me to. And
Game Force
Izuka-san
Kid,
comes
the
on stage,
highlighter is on your
and
head.
I
Thank
almost said
you.
it was like the Beatles. That's too old a reference. It was like Beyonce had come on stage. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced in my life, and that's when I understood for the first time what this fan base is and how much you all care about it.
Go to your left.
So I will say this a lot today, but thank you. Thank you for caring as much as you do. And
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you there, Mr. Hughes.
It's been like the craziest experience of our professional lives, and I mean that in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
So, raise your hand if you have read Sonic the Hedgehog #7. It is on sale now at the show. It will be on sale in stores next week, but we have it at our booth for you to get a little bit early. I will say right now, if you have read it, there are some things that happen that we hope you do not discuss on the interwebs. Allow everyone else to get the same experience that you will get in reading it. We're really proud of the issue. We've been building to this issue for about a year, like almost literally, like since you guys came to the offices in August. And we're really proud of it, we're really excited about it, and we think that you will really like it, and we look forward to being able to talk to people about it next Wednesday, but just keep in mind, be respectful. Sonic fans are amazing at being respectful and enthusiastic about Sonic and to each other, so just keep that in mind.
And if you really can't contain it, we're at the IDW booth this weekend. You can come talk to us about it.
But if you come talk to us and you see someone online with the comic in their hand, just whisper maybe a little bit. Just you know.
Good foreshadowing.
I didn't mean that. So issue 7 has, as it says above it, the answers you've been waiting for. It's got a bunch of covers. There's a cover A by Kieran Gates, who some of you might be familiar with. He's done a few covers for us already. He's done a ton of stuff for Sega. Kieran is amazing, and we love him to death. Cover B is by the interior artist on this series, Adam Bryce Thomas. Adam, this is the second issue that he's done since we launched the series. He did issue 2 as well. And he's been amazing. Like, I'm going to use words like amazing and great a lot over the next hour, but he's just done fantastic stuff for us so far, and I could not be more excited to have him on this issue. And the retailer incentive, the variant cover is done by Natalie Fordrain, who's done done a variant for every issue so far. She is a new artist. Sonic has been her first professional work, and it is amazing to see someone that good, that early, doing their first professional work for us. It's kind of an honor to sort of steward someone like that, so to speak. And David and I have a funny story about how we first came across Natalie. So someone emailed me and said, hey, you edit Sonic, do you know this artist? And I went to her Twitter page, and she had just drawn some Sonic stuff for fun, and it was gorgeous. So I'm going to send him a message.
So he's going to send me a message. At the same time, I have just messaged him, and am walking around the corner in our office to go talk to him directly, because Becca, who is in the audience, my significant other, also sent me Natalie's stuff. Very same moment. So we have messages that aren't getting to each other because we are sending them at the same time. And I walk over and we both think that somehow we've already read the message, but no, it was just fate.
So Becca edits Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
what
really?
Thank you. These are 2 more covers to Sonic the Hedgehog issue 7. The one on the left is by Jamal Peppers, who is fantastic. The one on the right is another cover by Adam Bryce Thomas, which people, for the most part, have not seen yet. So a lot of you are the first people to see this cover. The one on the left, the Jamal cover, is available at the IDW booth right now. And the one on the right is available at various comic retailers throughout the show. So.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry I can't be more specific than that. We haven't had a chance to get on the show floor and actually see what places have it. Okay.
I have not seen that cover in person yet, other than like the one they gave me at work. So you've seen it?
I saw it in a while.
Yeah, so it's out there. And
There it is!
Oh wow! Nice.
Oh, look at that.
So it does exist. Thank you. I could have been lying. My boss is in the audience looking at me like, hold on, did we have it?
I'm just wondering where she got it so I can get one.
It's pretty cool. Ask me on Monday. I'll hook you up. I got you. So there are 5 covers for this one in total. And one of the cool things about Sonic that there's so many. There were a time, like I was amazed by the number of cool artists who want to draw Sonic the Hedgehog. People love this character, incredibly talented, creative people love this character. So in this world, so it's been really cool and really interesting and kind of challenging to find spots for everybody because I am overwhelmed. I can't even give you the names of some of the people who emailed me day one and said I want to draw Sonic. Not threatening, that made it sound enthusiastic. So it's been really cool. And part of the challenge is finding space for everyone, and that's our job, and we're working really hard on it. But so far, the artists we have used have been amazing, and it's been a lot of fun. Speaking of cool art, moving on, because we can't talk about issue 7, so we're going to talk about issue 8. These are the 3 covers for issue number 8, which will be in stores August 15th, I believe.
That sounds right. Yeah.
August 15th. There are 2 covers by Evan Stanley, who's right over there. And colors by Matt Hearns, who has colored issue 1, issue 4. No, he didn't. Yeah, I had the color
1, 4,
5, 6,
5, 6,
and 8 for us so far. I look at this stuff every day.
I didn't see that. I'm like,
Again, it's another amazing cover. So this issue features Silver the Hedgehog, and this issue also features the introduction of a new character. So far, issue 3 introduced 2 new characters.
Rough and Tumble,
Issue 4 introduced a new character.
Tangle,
And issue 8 is our first new character since then, and issue 8's character was designed by Evan Bailey. So,
Woo!
Evan is here for one day to come down and talk to you all about how cool it is to design a character for Sonic the Hedgehog. And I deeply appreciate you being here at the audience, so thank you.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. This is awesome.
And so you were about to see for the first time, you were the first people outside of pretty much the people on this panel to see this character. So that is Whisper the Wolf.
Oh. Man, it reminds me of Persona 5 in a sense.
Whisper is a brand new character, and one of the cool things about talking when all the 3 of us and Ian Flynn got on the phone to talk about Whisper the Wolf, this character Whisper very much reflects her look reflects her personality in a lot of ways in her past. So, Evan, you want to talk a little bit about what went into designing Whisper?
Sure. Well, I don't get a lot of opportunities to design Sonic characters, so when I do, I try to I approach first like, okay, what is something that we haven't seen before in Sonic kind of cast, and how can I put that in and have one new element, as well as building on established design principles. And then, so I start there, and then Whisper was special. A lot of times, you're designing a character and you don't really get to know much about who they are or what they're going to be doing. But I got a chance to talk to David and Joe and Ian Flynn about really who she was, where she came from, and where she's going. And I was able to put that into her whole design, and especially her costume is really a reflection of who she is. And I'm just really excited about how it's going to reinforce the storytelling we can do with her.
Let's talk a little bit for a second. We can't reveal too much, but some of the changes, because the first designs you gave us were great, and we didn't change that much from that because the first stuff you sent us was so strong. But what were some of the little changes that we made?
A big thing was the color.
Yeah.
I gave several color variations. The one I was rooting for was she had blue skin.
Yes.
Yeah, blue hair, blue skin, and I had a lot more kind of ostentatious costume designs.
Yeah.
But then when I heard about her, I'm like, oh shit.
The mask, we can't explain too much about her yet because that would ruin some of the surprises. But we went through a few different variations of the mask. I think initially she didn't even have a mask, and then you suggested a mask.
I suggested, what if she had a mask?
Yeah.
And I did like 20 mask designs.
Yeah, that's how these things happen sometimes. Every now and then you're on the phone for like 30 minutes, and then someone says, what if she had a mask? And then you just make one. And it ends up working out really, really well. And again, I think that the mask, and you'll see in August that I think the mask, in a lot of ways, really reflects her personality.
It's a great prop for her acting.
Yeah. And when we design new characters, when we do anything, stuff like that is routed through Mike. And so, Mike, you saw the beginnings of Whisper.
I did, yeah. Whisper was pretty outstanding just from right out the gate. It was just like this really cool character. We saw, I think that you nailed it down to maybe 3 or 4 masks that you guys really liked. Then we kind of routed it. We might have had a few tweaks on it, but I know it was also like from our side, the reviewers as well were really impressed, just kind of by why it seemed to be very inspired by even the kabuki mask sort of thing. And so we chose something on our end that really reflected a lot of Japanese mythology as well. So there's a lot of thought that goes into why we should do what we do and, you know, what really speaks to this character as well. So we're not just saying, no, it's cooler, we're gonna pick that one. There's like a lot of thought that goes into why we, you know, are so picky with something.
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
like the four of us will get on the phone and talk about something like that, and then the editors and creative folks, and then we'll send stuff to Mike and mine, and then we'll get on the phone and talk about it, and they'll give us their notes. So sometimes a character design can take months, and it seems like the simplest thing in the world, and it's really not. This one was made easier because Evan's so good. Is this the first original character that you created?
No, I designed, let's see, I'm probably forgetting some, but let's see, the first one I designed was on Archie Harvey Who. Then I designed, I finished the designs for Cassie and Chloe, the pronghorns. Then I designed Golden Tenrec, who's one of my original characters.
Okay, very cool. Well, again, we were really happy. So far we've had 4 new characters. Tyson has designed the first 3, and Evan has designed this one, and things have worked out really well. So again, you are the first people outside of the folks who do this for a living to see Whisper. And typically, just the fun thing about character designs, there are often sheets like this. Like when we finalize something, we provide a sheet like this for every character to Sega, so they just have an idea of how the character looks. And specifically with Whisper, she kind of had to do 2 rows of it, because you'll see Whisper with her cloak on, and then Whisper with her cloak off. Whisper armless, which is for design purposes. That's not something that's going to happen in the comics. So no, it's pretty cool to share something new and exciting with you guys. We promise surprises. That's one surprise. And so after issue 8, starting in September, we are doing a 4-part story called The Battle for Angel Island. The cover on the left is, again, well, they're both. The covers are both by Natalie Fordoy. That's a cover she did on the left for issue 9, and the one on the right is a cover for issue 10. I cannot talk very much or really at all about what's going to happen. I hate being that guy that says, hey, here's this really cool thing, I can't tell you anything about it. But you'll be really happy that we didn't tell you anything about it. We've been planning this, we've been planning this stuff since last August. And one of the things that's cool about comics, when you work in like television or you work in movies, sometimes it can take years or decades for people to see the stuff that you're working on. Stuff gets stuck in like development nonsense. With these comics, it's really cool that because they come out monthly. And so we've been working on this for a year, but David and I and Evan and Ian and all the folks at Sega, we don't have to wait nearly as long. It feels like a long time for us, but we don't have to wait as long as you have to in other media for you to see the stuff that we're really proud of. We think that you're really going to like this. It's going to feature a lot of characters teaming up to fight this threat to take Angel Island back from a threat that I will not reveal. But it's going to be really crazy and really fun. We've gone back and forth on how to make this as good as possible for a little while now, and I think you're going to be really happy with the results. And there will be more cool art by more cool cover artists, and you'll be seeing that in the coming months. But we at least wanted to show you these because they don't spoil anything and they look cool. And next, I said half jokingly that you will find out what Caleb is here for. And now you're going to find out what Caleb is here for, because coming in October, Team Sonic Racing, we are doing Team Sonic Racing comic book. You are the first people to find out about this, again, other than the folks on this table. It will be illustrated by Adam Bryce Thomas. It is a prequel to the next great Sonic the Hedgehog game arriving this winter. I just read that off the screen. I shouldn't have given myself away like that. You wouldn't have noticed. So Adam's drawing it because Adam's been great, and David and I both felt like, and Mike, all of us felt like Adam would be perfect for this kind of story. It's going to be fast and fun. It's just a one-shot, and he draws like mechanical stuff really, really well. And he's really into that kind of thing. And I will always look for excuses to use Adam to draw stuff for me. And it will be written by that gentleman, Caleb.
Hi.
We announced Sonic a year ago. I got back to the IDW booth. Caleb, I had a bunch of emails from people. Caleb was the first person who came up to me and said, I have to write Sonic. And you can't tell because you're kind of far away. He keeps himself in pretty good shape. So it was just a yes. But Caleb and I have known each other for years now. And the first time you and I talked, we were on the phone for a long time and we just talked about random comic stuff. And you mentioned how you got into comics because of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I kept that in mind. And so when you approached me about doing Sonic stuff, I knew you were a really good writer. You've done other stuff. You've done Turtle stuff for us. And I just, I knew it would be a fit. And again, like I was saying before, it's a matter of finding all these really creative, really great people to work on Sonic. And so this was a great reason to kill it. So do you want to talk a little bit about how you got into Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes, and thank you for not telling everyone that I actually tackled you at the booth.
I mean,
It was a
some of
hug.
these people probably witnessed it.
It was a hug tackle, it was a friendly tackle, but it was...
Let's not remind security about
No,
that.
no.
This is all very triggering now. It was fun for a second.
They wouldn't let me back in under my old name. This is a new name. It's like you said, like pretty much I was a kid who loved cartoons and video games, but I wasn't like a regular comic shop person. And then I think it was '93 when the first Sonic comics came out, like that first 4-issue miniseries technically with the Zero. Everybody check my facts. I know it's on Wikipedia. And my dad came back from like a business trip and he was staying in Vegas at the Luxor, the big pyramid that you can see from the airport. And they had like this pop-up shop with Sonic stuff in it, because Sonic 2 was still kind of new. And yeah, he brought me home like that #1. I had to mail in for #0. But I saw it, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need more of these. And so I still have like the first 150 issues of Sonic, and it totally shaped how I drew. I made fan comics, like, he would like, a lot of comic book writers, they get into superhero comics and their dream is like write Batman or Superman, but like this is my version of that for sure. So I will never put those fan comics online. Sonic has a family. And they have a lot of kids, and the kids all have names. So I made a lot of those. Until about 4th grade, I made like 30, 50 Sonic comics.
I've met your wife, she's a very patient.
Yeah.